Hey everybody, hi. It's David Elliott. I'm speaking to you, author of Voices, The Final Hours of Joan of Arc. And I'm speaking to you from my office here in New Hampshire on a very gray day, just about as socially distant from you as I could be. But I hope you will believe me when I say, but not emotionally distant. I am so pleased that you have chosen my book to receive the Claudia Lewis Award. Um, I kind of feel like I'm with the beautiful people at last. So thank you so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It was very, very welcome and very, very unexpected. Um, I also want to take just a second to thank the young readers who helped you make your decision. I just want to say to those people, guys, if I were as articulate at your age, when I was your age, I would probably be writing much better books now. So you have already surpassed me, and that's how it should be. I'm so happy about that, and thank you for writing such nice things about my book and writing so beautifully. I thought I would take just a few minutes. I want to read just a little bit, just a few lines from the book. I'm only supposed to take a couple of minutes for this little film. But I wanted just to read from the beginning of the book, just a few lines. And I also would like to say, I hope if you do read the book, that you will read it aloud, because in many ways the book was written aloud. It's really meant to be heard. And I feel like you'll be missing so much if you don't read aloud with a friend or alone. So this is from the very beginning. It's Joan speaking. Joan. Every life has its own story, not without a share of glory and not without a share of grief. I lived like a hero at 17. At 19, I died like a thief. Joan of Arc had everything going against her. She was a woman in the Middle Ages. She was illiterate, and she was poor. 3 very damning facts. She was also not a stranger to viruses, and we have that in common with her, unfortunately. Of course, there was the virus of the Black Plague, but there was also the virus of misogyny and the virus of classism, as well as many others. And those, believe me, are just as deadly. And yet, she was able to achieve what we would think of as the impossible. This illiterate teenage girl at the age of 16 was leading an army of 12,000 men. She virtually put an end to the 100 Years' War, something that men could not do for 100 years. But how did she do that? Well, we don't know. I wrote the book to find out. I wrote the book to find out who she was. But in the end, I ended up with so many more questions than I had answers. So in many ways, the book became for me about Joan of Arc, yes, and about language too, yes, but also about the limits of our imagination. Joan of Arc was someone who would not allow herself to be limited by what people told her was impossible. She went ahead, no matter what, she went ahead, and was able to accomplish the most astounding things. I know it sounds a little crazy, but I think each of us, we could be our own Joan of Arcs if we only would not say to ourselves, that's impossible, or say even more wrongly to the people around us, to the people we love, that's impossible. I think we don't know what's impossible because we don't know what's possible. To me, that is what the book is about, and it's what I hope readers will in part take away. That would be wonderful. I think I'll leave you now. I'm already gone over my time. I'll leave you now with just one word that's written on this beautiful poster behind me by the great illustrator Carson Ellis. It was a gift from my equally as great editor at Houghton Mifflin, Kate O'Sullivan. And that one word is onward. Onward. We don't have any choice, right? Thank you again, Children's Book Committee. Thank you to anybody who reads the book. See you next time. Next time, I hope in person. I hope. Okay, bye.